Welcome back. Game 2 of Bachelor Party versus Sweaty Scottish Muskrats. For those of you who may not have tuned in for Game 1, it was a win to the side of Sweaty Scottish Muskrats. Now they will be going into Game 2 on the red side. Looks like Bachelor Party opted to go blue side. So what changes do you guys think we see in pick ban from last game to this game? Any champs that they definitely are not going to want to deal with again? Any champions that are an easy first pick for either team? What does last game teach them?
In my opinion, I think that Bachelor Party should really try to go for a bot lane that is not so safe. I think they should try to be the aggressors in the bot lane. In fact, also, I really think a really big team comp oriented fight. Their comp was very pick oriented. You know, with the Tom Kench, with the Senna, it was very very pick oriented team comp. So I really want to see them go for a more true team fight, or even like split push type comp.
Fair. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a good point. You know, they played a very safe comp, and they didn't play it like it was safe.
Yeah.
I mean, they played a safe comp, but were constantly trying to be the aggressors. And I think we saw them pay for that multiple times early game when they tried to really take and engage, and all of a sudden, Chaboy was at a quarter health.
Yeah.
Poke. I think if they're going to play that way, you're right. They need to pick more aggressive champions to fit their playstyle.
Yeah, there were a couple times. One really stood out was the one that we talked about, but Chaboy was just up too far a little bit too much. And you know, as Tom Kench, you can't really be the aggressor. That's not your wait a minute, what?
Whoa, what's
this? Going on?
Who pressed play? Now I gotta remake the whole thing. Okay, no, we can go back into lobby, thank God.
Why am I hearing
by the way, everybody
sounds for the game?
Because someone pressed start in the game and they went, haha, just kidding.
By the way, straw poll is up for MVP polls. Go vote. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go vote for MVP. I can't even remember the last game. Oh, it was Elise. That's right. For me, it was New Capiturk. For me, it was the New Capiturk. Slaga did have a really, really pop off game on the Thresh, but I've got to give it to the jungler, man.
That's totally fair. Huge. I mean, I'm a dirty jungle main, so I'm very happy to agree with you.
Dude, I play in the bot lane. I always blame jungle difference on my wins and losses. What are you talking about?
I didn't say I'm also a jungle.
Nightbot said, you know, I think you can make a very strong argument for Caligula. You know, I could. Dude, why is Nightbot trolling?
Nightbot, why are you like this? Why do we keep teaching Nightbot our memes?
Oh, is he gonna do me? Oh no. I was hoping Nightbot would say I was the MVP. It did not work. Oh yeah.
Revan's macro for you has not been created.
Fuck. Fuck.
Come on.
Why don't I have a macro? Am I not special?
Yeah, there's not a macro.
We don't have a meme. We don't have a meme ready for you just yet. You know.
I'm genuinely shocked. There's not a Kree Fegan macro yet.
A Kree Fegan.
I'm surprised as well. That's a long-standing meme at this point.
You know, I think you make a very strong argument for Glee.
Riley, Jirachi, Mattis, if you're watching this, please make this a macro already. Kree Fegan. Please do. Thank you.
Oh man.
Thanks. Who are we waiting for? Why
okay, so yeah, I don't know.
Y'all said R.
I'm confused, honestly.
I got homework to do, nerds.
You got homework, man.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Necro, we're not special enough to have memes.
It's okay, I don't either, so suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, we've started The
We
band
have?
timer has begun.
Oh, okay. There it goes. All righty.
All right, BP. First band, Bachelor Party. What do you think we see here?
Those we might see the Elise, so they can kind of have more early presence. The Heimerdinger, they did ban Heimer last.
In the
Heimer-
instant Yasuo pop.
Heimer, Yasuo, Heimer.
Pike.
Same bands as last time. Same
Same,
bands as last
same
time.
bands as last time.
Same
Same
bands as last
band.
time.
Honestly, understandable. Have you ever seen Vitalis
Yeah.
on Heimerdinger? It's
It's infuriating.
It's psychotic.
So
It's
exactly
crazy.
the same first bands as last time. Not
Exactly the same. A
shocked
little bit
everything's
different
so
order
rough.
though.
Oh, different order. We love that.
some variety in our pick band here. I was surprised they didn't try to pick ban the Diana or the Elise away. Because if I was SSM, I would just grab that Elite straight up, honestly, right now. Because
Agreed. Both of those went extremely well for them.
York, okay, so like we said, BP trying to go for a little bit of a split push here with the York pick. That's very, I really like seeing that. As we saw from our last match, the game one, the York, even though crap, Hero, what was the last game that we watched? The last team?
The last. What do you mean? What's the last?
The last match, the last match.
I mean the team members, as in like the
Oh,
champions?
PMA, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, PMA
Yeah, even though
and CC.
Yeah, that's right. Even though PMA was really, even though they didn't win the game, the York split push was really huge for them. SSM picking up the Senna. Okay.
Bachelor Party on the Yorick is such an annoying champion too.
Dude, he really is.
One of those PvE champions that you just never see the light of day because they're just split pushing to
Okay,
oblivion.
that's Aurelia. Aurelia is the first pick. So no Senna or no. Oh wait, that's no Yorick.
Yorick. Aurelia is first pick. It is an Irelia, not a Yorick.
Oh.
Ooh, and the Kiana. Again with the Kiana. This one is... I don't have my chat filter turned off, so I don't know what Kaliki said.
He certainly said something very nice. BP electing, once again, Bear Jr. electing to go with the aggressive Kiana pick. We'll see if this time if it pays off for him.
Absolutely. Senna Ash. Interesting bot lane.
Interesting.
Oh, that's not Yorick. That's an Aurelia first pick.
Yeah.
Hoagie, do you listen when we talk?
Yeah, do you like we we just had an entire conversation about this.
Sorry, I've been treating myself to some alcohol.
That's
Wait, are you drunk? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Who's it gonna be? SSM, you got no seconds.
nobody apparently. SSM doesn't wanna.
Yeah, they don't want to play.
So you know what? Never
Oh,
mind.
they made a new pro draft.
Are you kidding me? What?
Did they just make a-
Why?
I just got a
Oh
message
my
from Sia Boy
gosh.
saying there's a new pro draft.
What is the right way to professionally say I'm gonna kill myself?
Okay, I'm just gonna browser source this.
I
Yes,
am going to
I
kill
am.
myself over this.
I am.
I'll be right back.
There you go. Here you go.
Hope we see the same 6. Well, as long as Hoagie's gone and we're waiting, would you like to hear a fun story?
I mean, I'm still here.
Revan left. Sorry. I have a professor who is, and he very explicitly told us not to put off our homework this weekend, and then didn't send us the instructions until right now. It's almost 11 p.m. and classes in the morning.
What class is it?
It's like a elementary music ed.
Oh, you're a music
Yeah.
ed major? Nice.
Yeah, I'm doing a second bachelor's in music.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
enjoying it other than this class.
Dude,
Yeah,
elementary
it
music
definitely
ed
was
is
like,
interesting.
you better not procrastinate.
Dude, my music ed classes were I procrastinated those so bad. They're bad.
Yeah, well, I'm fine procrastinating, but don't tell me not to and then not send me the how to do the assignment till 11 o'clock the night before it's due.
Yep.
Oh, well.
I was a freaking speech language pathology major, and
Yeehaw.
it was a crazy time. Redoing Pick Ban.
They're doing different picks. What the fuck? Oh my god. All right, anyways.
They agreed on it, apparently. They agreed on this, apparently.
Okay,
So
okay.
whatever.
Well, if everyone's on board. One
Yeah,
second, gonna dip for 2 seconds.
Okay, so we got the orange top lane once again for BP. Wait, no. They didn't have it last game.
I hope Olive.
That's the same had it last game.
I hope Olive still loves me. That's all I hope for. Anyways, carry on.
Okay, so we have Ornn and Leona, so we got our two frontline tanks. Curious to see if they pick up the Kiana again here, as it was not too terribly successful from the last game, but on the side of SSM, Jinx and Braum, a fairly safe bot lane, but also capable of, really carrying the early stages of the game. So no Leona, okay.
Sorry, girlfriend's on her way home and is feeling gross. She was calling to be like, hey, if I get home and seem like I hate you.
It's probably true. Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a set in the top lane, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see where that set goes, because we saw a set jungle last time.
Yeah, they don't want to play against Aurelia because they showed their hand. Yep, I'm gonna get that Diana there. So with the Diana ban, I would not be surprised to see a Kiana pick for the mid lane. Also, do y'all say Diana or Deanna?
Diana.
Okay.
It's not a Diana pick either. It was a Diana hover, and it was an Akali ban.
Oh shit! Oh
and
man,
now the Aurelia ban and the Kiana ban. No.
Excuse me, I bashed my head up against the wall.
This is wild. I'm glad we're going on this journey together, but I almost wish no one was going on the journey.
Hey, I enjoyed this journey. Then we see the Diana ban from Bachelor Party.
Mm-mm-mm.
I almost want to see Bear Jr.'s Yasuo get through at one game and see what happens.
I want to see Freedom Penguins Caitlyn get through one game.
Yeah, no, not happening against us. Sorry.
Why not? Do we play all? When do we play all?
I have no idea, but
hey, let me look.
I was Freedom Penguin's former support, and as his former support, I say no.
We're playing y'all next week, by the way.
Yeah.
We've got bot lane and the old guys. Blog.
I like this. I like both of these picks.
I do too. I like the Rumble.
Both of these teams are fun.
I love Rumble.
They're completely different than the last game.
Rumble top lane, or is it Rumble mid lane? We'll see. Actually, no, Rumble. It's a Rumble mid because there's already
Ornn, yeah.
Ornn. And then we see a Lee Sin being picked up. Aha. Interesting. Can people see the pigments? Cool. Just want to make
I
sure.
think so. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Just want to make
Who
sure.
made that graphic? It looks really nice.
Well, I have no idea, but it looks really nice. And you know what? I've managed to figure out how to make that overlay work with the website. So,
Yeah.
hooray, we did it.
All right, we got Darius.
All right, I'm gonna put back on put the PB back on here. But yeah, Darius is the last pick on here. Which team comp do you actually like better? It seems like Ord in the top lane, Lee Sin in the jungle, Rumble mid with Rumble mid with Senna Leona bot lane, and then on the sweaty Scottish Muskrats, we got I think Darius in the top lane, Set in the jungle, Echo in mid lane, or it could be Flex between the two.
Yeah, we could see which ones those go.
And then Jinx Braum bot lane.
You know, Hmm.
Which
I
team
could see the
comp-
Rumble being a really nice split pusher. Also, I could see, Darius. I could see them later on kind of manning up with each other to split push. Because I don't think Ornn really matches that well with Darius, split push wise, especially if Darius, kind of gets ahead.
Absolutely.
Ornn really hates Darius. When Jimmy and I were spamming games of duo queue together, and he was playing top, he was only playing Ornn and only banning Darius.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like in games where Darius was picked, he would just go Malphite instead.
That is an Echo. Hang on.
Probably jungle. I wouldn't be surprised to see it stay in the jungle.
Which means it would be a Set mid.
Wait, who's? No, that's an Echo mid. No, wait. No, Nuka's jungling. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's an Echo jungle. I'm stupid.
Which means it's a Set mid, like I said before.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Man, this is our fourth game, man. I'm tired.
That's my second. I have no excuse. I'm just bad. No. Just kidding. I got it right.
That's why I had some stir-fried noodles before I came back.
Diana's?
Drinking my 6th bottle.
I would like to meet Diana's Japanese voice actor and have a conversation with them about the noise they make when you ban her. Because it's horrific. She literally just goes like, I'm like, uh-huh. That's a choice.
That's a choice.
That's a choice. I'm just used to hearing, I will not rest, every single time.
My favorite is Darius. When you ban Darius, he goes, Yari. And sounds so much like a JoJo reference.
I'm very used to hearing, I recommend skipping.
Dude, I love Zoe, man. Zoe's so much fun.
That's not Zoe, by the way. It's not Zoe.
Wait, what? Who is that?
That's Lulu.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
Zoe is, oh, that's not nice.
Zoe has been seeing so much LCS play this season so far.
Yeah.
Actually, all of Hoagie's champ pool has. Like,
Dude,
real quick, what are Hoagie's 3 best champions? Zoe.
Zoe.
In the mid lane. Zoe.
Cassiopeia.
Cassio.
And Zillion.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
Zillion, yeah.
LeBlanc. I was gonna say LeBlanc over Zillion, but yeah, that's fair.
My LeBlanc is very hit or miss, I have to
That's
say.
fair.
It's
That's
very
fair.
That's how I feel
good
about my
when I pop
Blitzcrank.
off. When I pop off and nobody can stop me. But
That's fair.
when I
LeBlanc really
don't,
do be like that. If you get ahead, she's a monster, and if you don't, your day is
LeBlanc,
infuriating.
the fun thing about LeBlanc is you camp in a bush and wait for somebody to show up, and I'm like, okay, you're dead now. Bye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we enter the most fun part, the 3-minute spectator delay, how do you guys feel about these team comps? Who do you think has a good chance at a win this game?
I want to say Bachelor Party's team comp because
I will note, last game we all said SSM and they did win.
Yeah.
So, whoever
I'm going to go SSM again, dude.
I'm gonna say Bachelor Party just because think about the meta right now, right? Meta right now, early Drake priority. You gotta go for those early Drakes, and I feel like everything about
Wait,
Bachelor
they,
Party's team comp screams being able to uh fight early around the dragon objectives. Uh,
mhm,
Considering it's a Rumble mid, right? There's a Rumble
mhm.
mid. Rumble mid. Thing about Rumble mid, it has really good priority early, and then the Equalizer ultimate is a really good zoning tool, which is really, I think, really important
Mhm.
in a dragon fight, as well as Leona being able to supplement that with her high amount of CC, as well as Senna. I think, um, I think with and the Lee Sin's early priority in general, like high ganking kind of potential. I think with that, I think you can secure dragons early, which then snowballs the lead in further into the mid to late game, mid into the mid game, and then finish the game before late game happens, where I think SSM would thrive. So I think I want to give this game 2 to actually Bachelor Party.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they do have a lot of combo CC, and I mean, combo CC is kind of the name of the game, especially outside of pro play and really in pro play. But combo CC is incredibly huge, because on the side of SSM, you've got some stuff, but you don't really have it really huge lockdown stuff. You have the Braum ultimate, you have the Set ultimate, but those are hard to combo. It's hard to combo Set's ultimate with anything because it's we don't really know. Players aren't really that great at him just quite yet to be able to accurately do that. So yeah, I can see that. Sure, yeah, for sure, I can see that. But it'll also really just come. I think their win condition is the Rumble. Um, because Senna, like we've been talking about, Senna's very late game oriented, very very late game oriented. It's not they're not going to bully anybody in lane, even though they picked a Leona, which I'm not too crazy about their duo matchup. I'm not too crazy about Senna and Leona together, because I feel like they try to do two different things in the laning phase. I feel like Leona's very, 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 very aggressive. Senna is kind of scale stuff like that because most ADs are going to out damage her in the first 10 minutes unless she gets like some items on her. But then again, you got Braum and Jinx who aren't the best early game, but so I don't know. I'm just curious. Also, Senna Glacial Augment is interesting.
So
Okay,
much, not
okay,
as much
okay.
mastery points. Not as much mastery points. Most mastery points is actually on StarCraft on Jinx.
Huh. All right.
And StarCraft is more known for his top lane, to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest.
Are we good?
Yes.
I'm not in yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
My
pause.
bad.
I'm paused at 12.
I'll talk about skins in the meantime because we got some darn good skins.
I
going
pause
on
at
here.
12. Just
Okay,
everybody,
I'll get to
just
12.
so everybody knows. Yep. Remember 12.
Chocobo doesn't have the only orange skin. I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, but it's only
Yikes.
there's only one orange skin, so who can blame him?
Yeah, heartbroken.
I mean, if I were to play
There'll be
one,
two soon.
there will be two.
There will be. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
It's wild to me that Ornn doesn't get more skins, and I know they base it off metrics of how many people play him. Because like the goal is to get money because it's a business.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised with him. I mean, he was like picked so many games in LCS. It's interesting to see him without. All right, I am at 10.
I'm at 12.
We're at 12.
I am at 12.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeehaw!
Alrighty. You know what I think would be a cool skin? If Ornn's like ram horn thing was like a truck. That would be cool.
I can dig that. Like Trucker Ornn. I'm into it.
Yeah, Trucker Ornn, and he
looks like a pretty standard 5 point from everyone. No one's going for anything super cheeky. Oh.
30 seconds until minions
Okay, I just want a
spawn.
Star Guardian Brum or Tarek skin, thank you.
Oh, Theatrics goes in to put the ward, and there's already a collapse from 3 members of SSM. Oh, we did double flash to get into it. Or, sorry, a flash and a ward hop to get into it, and Theatrics does go down. Set starting out with the early kill. They already put them in a great position. Oh, is there another one? No, the second one doesn't happen. Obviously don't want to dive too hard level 1.
Yeah, a pretty successful early game there. They did have to burn 2 flashes to get those kills, but in turn they got 2 flashes back. They got the mid lane and the jungle flash as well. So pretty great start from the side of SSM.
Yeah, and Set following up on it by trying to take this blue buff, but it looks like Ornn is going to catch him.
Where's the mastery spam? I'm disappointed.
No BM, please.
So New Kappa Turk now, instead of taking the blue buff, put some damage on Clumsy Chocobo, getting him to leave, and now he'll turn on the blue buff. But it'll be interesting to see what happens now, because Theatrics does know that Set is on that blue buff, and he has to make a decision. Is he going to try and punish that, or does he just let it happen?
Killiggy getting some really good trade early on onto the Ornn. Like you said, Ornn hates Darius. Ornn hates Darius, and you can see right now already half health with a level advantage.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, Ornn did take a bunch of trade from New Kappa Turk on that set, too.
True.
This is risky. Theatrics goes in to steal the blue, but there was vision on it, and there's already a collapse happening. Slaga and StarCraft both making their way to Theatrics. Theatrics does smite to finish the buff, but with 3 people here, oh, he jumps over to Theatrics. Can he get the kill? Looks
Oh,
like
wow.
Iconics not going to finish the kill on Theatrics there. Theatrics just barely gets out, but the fight does keep going. A lot of damage coming down onto Chaboy. He does have to flash away, but he gets stunned by Vitatis, not going to get away. As New Kappa Turk comes in, and the kill is finished out by Vitatis' Echo. As the skirmish starts top, Kaligi bringing Clumsy Chocobo to about 50% health. Looks like he's not going to finish it off, though.
Man, that fight was crazy. I'm so surprised at the Lisa. It was so long. It was so long for only one person to die. Oh, man. Really good job. Really good job on the side of SSM so far. They got the 2-kill lead. Already got a 1,000 gold lead 3 minutes in. Couldn't have asked for a better start.
Absolutely. And Kaligi pulling in Clumsy Chocobo, going for this early kill. Not quite going to be enough, but at this point, you've hooked him down so much, he doesn't have much response to you.
Pretty sure he just dies if he tries to trade with Kaligi right now. Straight up.
Very different early game than we saw last game. You know, last game was very respectful, very slow early game. A lot of aggression now from SSM. And I think that's SSM responding effectively to a change in composition from Bachelor Party.
Mm-hmm. Also, it might be an increase in confidence.
Oh, and Chocobo goes in. Kaligi takes the bait as Theatrics comes in for the gank, putting lots of damage down. Kaligi looks like he's going to go down, and that is exactly what they needed to make happen. Kaligi has such an advantage in that lane, so if you can get up there and get a clean gank like that, you're setting your Ornn up to get ahead in a lane that is very hard and very dangerous for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're talking about how would the Ornn respond to the Darius, and this certainly helps out. And you really wanted to see maybe the gold go over to the Ornn to help in that matchup, but still, you know, an assist is better than a death. So
Absolutely.
any gold helps.
Absolutely. And importantly, you know, it shuts Darius down for a bit. He has to teleport, and it looks like Theatrics might be looking for the re-gank. He's just taking a little bit of his topside farm, hanging around with the Grom, maybe hoping that it shoves up again.
Yeah. Bot lane.
So really thick engage from Chaboy. Is he gonna live? The heal does come out, but he's really low. Looks like he might get away, but and yes, he is gonna get away. StarCraft just doesn't quite have enough to finish it off. Scary for Chaboy though. Oh, the dodge, the juke.
Look at the moves.
Look at the glass of the moves. Bagger, oh my god.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed earlier, but Chaboy tried to engage onto the enemy bot laner, but was only level 2 when they were both level 3. So not really a huge fan of your boy's decision making so far in this game.
Yeah, and I'm inclined to agree with that. That was a pretty intense engage, and we saw him doing a very similar thing last game on the Tom Kench, you know, trying to take these really big engages and suddenly not having much health. Leona is good at that, but not when you're a level down.
And also not when your AD carry is Senna. You know, we talked about Senna not being the biggest, you know, early game damage dealer. So, I mean, it's just one of those things you got to know the matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to know that Jinx is going to do more damage than Senna at this point in the game.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, she didn't end up dying. She didn't have a flash burn, so I guess no harm, no foul. But taking a look at the CS differences, we've got about a 6 CS difference in the bot lane, 10 in the mid lane. The biggest difference, like we were talking about, comes in that top lane. A 23 CS difference for Kaligi on his Darius. He's got level 6, while Clumsy Chocobo is still at level 5. If Kaligi wanted to go in...
Well,
Clumsy just got 6.
He just at 6, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's sort of what you expect to see there. I mean, Darius, like I said, is a pretty big counter into Ornn. Now, Bear is starting the Dragon already. Chaboy and Gurg are turning onto it, but Set, who has a pretty significant advantage, is posturing around it. Most of his team is here. We're either going to see huge engage here, or they're just going to turn off. Yeah, and good call by BP to turn off of that. That is not a fight they win.
Yeah, it's not. That is, like you said, a very good call.
Although, for what it's worth, Chocobo does have his teleport, and Kaliki doesn't. So posturing a fight there could become a 4v5 pretty easily. But Kaliki would take a few turret plates off of that for sure.
And then even then it wouldn't be guaranteed.
Absolutely. Yeah, there is quite an advantage, especially the advantage from New Capiturk to Theatrix is significant right now. New Capiturk does finish at Theatrix, tried for the steal but didn't get it. Meanwhile, Clumsy takes a great engage on Kaligi top, just waits for the exact moment when the waves are pretty close to each other. Not a huge advantage like Kaligi's usually had, but it doesn't quite play out for him. Oh, unless he re-engages. Can he finish it? Kaligi trying to run away, but Clumsy Chocobo takes the kill.
Okay then.
Great thing about
Great thing about
Ornn is that he's able to buy items without going back to base.
Yep.
The reset.
So you don't have to.
It's very easy to make up for things like a farm advantage, because you don't have to use your teleport to get back to your farm. Oh, meanwhile, New Capiturk ults Bear Jr. to get him a little farther from running away. As Vitatis does engage, Vitatis is able to secure the kill. Ults back to full health and out of the fight. Theatrix runs and he's going to be able to get away. Well, Clumsy Chocobo does teleport in. He gets a great knockup on Slaga and Vitatis, but there's just too many members of their team here. They're going to end up taking down unless Chocobo just barely gets away with about 10 health. Meanwhile, Slaga and New Capiturk both go down, and we're starting to see a pretty significant push of tempo toward Bachelor Party, who's keeping this engaged, trying to take down StarCraft. Looks like StarCraft is going to go down. They are going to sacrifice Chaboy for it, but 4 kills for a support is a phenomenal engage.
What did I just witness? That fight was really so long. That fight was so long. Every single person on the entire map, minus Darius, involved. And it honestly feels like it just went even. I mean... Yeah,
functionally, it was kind of 2 separate fights. That original engage that took down Theatrix.
Yeah.
And then the re-engage was a 4-for-1, where we saw, you know, quite a few... quite a few members of Bachelor Party going down. Or, wait, who's who? I hate this. Get clan tags. Quite a few members of SSM going down in exchange for just Chaboy. So overall, the fight definitely went in the favor of SSM.
Mm-hmm.
But the original, you know, the fight went in favor of BP. But the original fight was definitely SSM's fight. I think they needed to disengage them.
Yeah.
Get clan tags.
I think after...
This is
I think after you pick up the very first kill, I think it was on Bear. I think the Actrix got away. After the first kill on Bear, I think you say that's good enough. Let's peace out. But topside,
Oh, the fantastic ult from Clumsy Chocobo gets Kaligi against that wall, and Theatrix is right there to follow up on it. Going to be a pretty easy kill from them, as Kaligi's only choice is to run toward the enemy turret. Theatrix secures the kill, and we see Ornn in a very bad lane start to come really far ahead.
Yeah. And that kick right there from the Lee Sin to push him in the direction of the tower was very nice. But in the middle, Sin.
Ult onto Chaboy. Looks like Chaboy is gonna survive for quite a while. He does go down eventually, though, to Vitautis. Vitautis still has his ult up, gonna engage on Gurg, knowing he can dive because of that ult, and uses the ult as soon as he takes a turret shot. Very clean by Vitautis. Not the kill, but a very good, clean play. You've got Turk willing to engage on this. Another long fight, but looks like it's gonna disengage now. God, these fights are lasting a long time.
Fights are cray-cray.
Thanks, Ogie.
Thanks, Ogie. Ladies and gentlemen.
I like this new caster setup. We've got play-by-play, a color caster, and drunk Hoagie input. Slaga gets a great engage on Gurg. Not quite gonna be enough to take him down. Senna does get away pretty easily, but it looks like they kind of want to take this fight. I don't know if they know where New Capaturk is right now, as he's trying to start that Rift Herald. Oh, Kaligi misses the grab on Theatrix. That feels bad. Really good binding by Senna, getting 3 of them bound as they run away. However, Chaboy's still going to get caught out. Vitautis flashes over the wall to get to Chaboy, but they cannot complete it. That's been the name of the last couple fights. Good engages by SSM, but just no follow-up and no completion.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say. Fight breaking out.
Oh, Slaga caught out. Looks like he's still going to get away, though.
Yeah, that's the power of the Braum shield.
Chaboy goes down. Slaga getting low. Slaga goes down to Bear Jr. We also have very, very low health bars on StarCraft as well as Vitautis as they run behind. But Bear is undeterred by the turret. Not even the tier 2 can stop this man as he goes in and doesn't die because of the shield.
Oh, Senna coming so clutch there. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh
Bear
man.
says, turret? What turret? What turret? I have a Senna shield. I'll be fine. New Capaturk coming in, but a great binding from Senna, putting lots of damage down, and now Theatrix gonna run in, but New Capaturk gets the ult off on him. Theatrix has to get out of the way, but New Capaturk not hitting any of his combo and gonna have to start backing off.
Another fight that ends in nothing happening.
Yeah,
just a couple of ultis expended, does it? Uh oh, maybe.
Oh, but Vitautis comes in for Theatrix. Oh, but he takes so much damage.
Oh man.
Clean ult, but lots of damage before it happens. And I think SSM is kind of not respecting Bachelor Party right now. You know, after they got so far ahead last game and got really far ahead early game in this game, I think they think they're farther ahead than they are, and they keep taking these really edgy fights and losing.
Oh my god, Slaga is a god.
Oh, that's going to be a stun on Kaligi. Chaboy goes in to follow up on it with the Leona Q. He does hit it, however, in the process, New Capaturk is able to secure that dragon, so they trade a kill for a dragon, but Bear Jr. says, that's not good enough for me. I like getting hit by tier 2 turret, turns the shield on, doesn't go for the dive.
Did anybody notice the play by Slaga? Did anybody notice it?
I did not.
I did not. What happened?
Slaga blocked the ram entirely with a shield.
Are you serious?
Ooh,
Yeah.
We love that.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, New Capaturk gonna go down under his own turret unless this is Grit Shield big enough to save him. Gurg says it is not, and Gurg is gonna take him down with an auto. Clumsy Chocobo gets out with just a sliver of health.
Oof.
Slaga is hot and cool, guys. He is hot and cool.
Oh,
Senpai
Theatrix
noticed
with a
me.
really nice W over to Gurg.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your very attractive man, Slaga, the hot and cool.
Does he have a macro yet?
No.
Oh my god,
There it
no
is.
rest for the wicked. They are making me commentate another fight as they look for a dive under VP's turret. Looks like nothing so far. Kaligi going in, thinking about a grab on Chaboy, but doesn't quite trust it. They do have vision on Theatrix right now. Oh, is Kaligi gonna go for Theatrix? He pulls him through the wall off of the Raptors.
Oh
He
my
was
goodness.
followed- Oh, but it's not enough!
Oh, the kick!
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Though.
Yeah, he got him with the ignite. Great ult here.
And they take Chaboy down as well. Slaga stunned under turret, gonna go down to Gurg. Chaboy is going to eventually go down. Kaliki gets out with a little bit of health thanks to those heals off of his stack.
Gerg played that fight so well. They started to engage on Theatrics, and then Chaboy was soon to follow. But he managed to get the stun and the bind under the turret, and was just able to kite it out and get a couple kills. That was incredible from him. Incredible play.
Absolutely. And as much as this is a bit of a clown fiesta, it's a very cleanly played and even clown fiesta.
So that's
a lot
not
of times
a
when
clown.
we see really high.
That's.
It is. A clown fiesta is a high kill game. I will die on that hill. That's all it means.
No question.
Clown Fiesta for me is just a lot of disorganization. I guess, you know what, I'll take it. You know what?
I've always thought it just means like non-stop engages and fights.
You know, that's fair. I've played in those kind of games.
Oh no, it feels bad.
I've been in a team.
You were on a team whose entire identity was dying a lot. Of course you played those kind of games. You were on a team whose whole identity was we're gonna int and then win the game.
I mean, did they win?
Slaga looking for an engage here. Gerg might have stayed too long with flashes. Gets out of it pretty safe. Oh, and lands the full distance stun on Kaliki. Oh, Leona's going deep. Chaboy wants this engage. Orn did TP in, so he was trying to follow up on that, but it looks like they're not quite.
Oh, that's so good.
Engage under the turret. Go for the kill. Spreading a lot of damage, but no one's quite going down. And Set says, all right, if you're not going to kill anyone, then I'll come in and finish it out. He's pushing into TP, but his friends are not quite following up on him because Bear Jr. comes in to decide to take care of that. Slaga is going to go down. Chaboy also goes down. Kaligi, the first death in the fight. Oh, and Slaga and StarCraft just barely lived in that. So ultimately, a better fight for BPD. Vitautis doesn't want to let it end there. He takes out Theatrics. They're going in to take out Clumsy Chocobo as well. Are they going to be able to do it before Nucavator? Yes, the Grit Shield saves him as they go in on Bear Jr. to get another kill. And suddenly this is turning deeply in favor of Sweaty Scott.
Yeah, that fight when it initially started, you had two members from Bachelor Party actually get caught on Jinx traps. They were trying to go for a tower dive. Both of them got caught. I believe one of them died. I think it was Chaboy ended up dying from that, and that was actually really promising engage. But you know, they didn't respect the Jinx ability. I mean, it's so impactful when she throws the traps in a lane that almost takes up the entire lane.
Now, all things considered, this game has really just been 18 minutes of fights. I mean, we had a level 1 death, and it hasn't stopped.
Yeah, and it's a totally polar opposite from the last game. Completely and totally polar opposite from the last game. Where we, you know, went like 5 minutes without a kill. Mm-hmm. So, interesting 2 games here.
Yeah, last game very, very safe, very by the book. Now this game, and I think a big part of that is, you know, BP realizing it didn't work for them. You know, we're seeing BP playing a lot more aggressive and trying to take a little crazier fights because it didn't work doing it the other way, so.
And now we see them getting set up for this Cloud Drake.
Cloud Drake just about to spawn. Oh, Kaligi looking for the engage. Does pull Clumsy Chocobo in. Not going to be enough. He does get stunned, but there's no follow-up. Nucavaturk a little out of position. Does drop the Rift Herald. The team chooses to turn on with that instead of the Dragon. Nucavaturk is trying to stay alive with that Grit Shield. Can he do it? No, he is going to go down at the beginning of the fight. Is that enough for them, though? Clumsy Chocobo with the fantastic knockup. Going to give up.
But Bear Jr.
They take out StarCraft in the meantime. They are able to finish Kaligi as well, and all of a sudden we are seeing BP cleaning up the fight, pushing for more. This is the name of the game for Bear this game. He just wants to be greedy.
He's out for blood.
You know? If it works, it works. Leona does go a little wide on the grab there, and it looks like they're going to settle for just getting the Cloud Drake. Well, after 3 kills.
After 3 kills. And I don't know if you saw him in that fight, but that fight was really, really even. But then Bear Jr. was able to get the flank around and take down the Jinx, who was doing so much damage onto the side of BP. But they were able to finally, he was able to get the flank off, and then it's just kind of all she wrote from there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a first dragon over to their side, evening out this gold difference pretty significantly. But Vitautis getting a jump on Gerg. Gerg is going to stun him. Is it going to be enough for him to survive? This tier 1 turret is still up, so it looks like yes. Oh, Vitautis says no. He wants it.
Go. And the little
Gerg 7, you're
God.
dude.
Gerg deserved that BM. He earned it. That
Oh.
was very cleanly played.
Very
Gurk
nice. Very
7,
nicely done.
Gurk 7, Greg Adler, the coach of University of Texas Dallas, the esports team coach. You are great.
He is a boy with bad manners. Quick, tell UTD that he has bad manners.
It's okay. I have bad manners. You can tell your team captain that, sir.
He's the bad boy of the BM.
Violet says, Cat says, ooh, that BM too rude.
That BM was so deserved, honestly. That was such a... It's hard not to after a fight like that, when you really think you're about to die and all of a sudden you're alive and they're dead. It's hard not to control 3 on them.
I was so sure that he was going to ulti out. Was so sure.
Absolutely.
I think that's exactly what Gerg was thinking too. He's like, oh, I'm not going to win this fight regardless. And then...
It just didn't happen.
Yeah,
Another fight coming down mid because this game is just a fight that never ends. Clumsy Chocobo is going to get away. And I think we're starting to get to the point where death timers are big enough that these fights are gonna, you know, more and more really mean something. You know, something like a really good team fight or an ace here could turn into 1 or 2 towers if played correctly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Excuse me. Oh, we have some pings coming down, some danger pings. Oh, and on my way. Someone do something.
There's a lot of on my ways going on. We're about to fight again.
Oh, there it is. We do have Leona going for the engage. The stun goes down on Newcap and Turk. He is running away, but the dive comes down. Immediately, StarCraft goes down. Theatrix is able to take him and get out of the fight quickly.
Or
Newcap
cancel
takes
the
that ult
TP
under.
from Darius.
Theatrix taking some turret damage. No, but Gerg is going to be able to finish it. Newcap goes down as well.
Oh,
Theatrix
the
is
shield!
going to die to the turret.
Oh,
The shield
darn.
is not enough.
Or
Boy
cancels
does
the
look though.
Darius TP.
Yeah, that was... oh, and they're going on the Ornn too.
Oh, just missing the stun on him, but Ornn is in there, able to ult, and Kaligi is going to go down to Clumsy Chocobo and Gerg despite that early missed CC. But Vitality realizing that he is now too deep into this. Bear trying to get around to take care of him. The flash should get him there, but Bear, as he has been, but he ults right back into the rest of the team. He's able to take Chaboy in the meantime, though. And I think that was a good kill, good call, honestly. That ult felt a little weird. But with Bear Jr. getting that aggressive after the flash, he's got the CC, he's got the damage. Echo knows he's going to die. There's a low health Leona back at your ult. Why not go back and take someone down with you? So honestly, I think that was a pretty decent call for him.
Pog, such pog.
Oh, man. Hoagie's just the audible reinforcement of the chat right now.
Yeah.
Pog.
I'm stitching.
And interestingly enough, after BP has a great team fight, it's SSM who takes an objective off of it.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I totally forgot to do this in the entire game. Here you go. Here's objective timers. I totally forgot. I'm sorry, everybody.
You got it, bud. It does look like SSM is trying to set up for this dragon now, killing vision around it, throwing some pings down. A little early for a setup, but...
Oh, wait. I'm tired.
I feel that. Definitely feel that.
Here, looks like here comes another fight in the jungle this time.
Fight.
He just wants to make me do more work. So he's like...
Hey, that's
like,
the
yes.
UTD style, you know? That's the
Shred
UTD
keeping his
style.
voice. Oh, and Vitalis is going in for the engage on Gert. The hunter becomes the hunted as it's Bear who's getting dove under his tower now. Oh, the Ornal does come down. It looks like he's got a fantastic trajectory. He's going to get canceled by Chocobo, getting pulled by Kaligi. Chocobo now in the middle of it, slowly getting out as Kaligi pushes him for the fight. And it's going to be Vitalis who goes down first, followed by StarCraft getting a kill on the Theatrix. And now Chaboy getting very low. The heal comes down, but it's not enough as another goes down. quite a bit of damage on Kaliki there, but it looks like he's probably going to get away unless Bear comes in and does more Bear stuff, but he's going to sacrifice his life in the meantime. Gerd now on the defensive, trying to run away. StarCraft hopefully stopping him, but not enough. You know what? That tier 1 turret's still up. Clumsy Chocobo and Gerd do survive that fight. 3 for 3 when all is said and done.
Yet another fight that just feels like it didn't really result in anything. Maybe they can two-man this dragon. We'll see if they decide to go for it, if he's just going to clear out vision. But that Ornn cancel, the Ornn ulti cancel was absolutely crazy. And to me, that's really what, you know, evened out the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And now they are looking for this, but with Theatrics nowhere to be found, that's going to be easy for Capo. Does he give his life in the process, though? He's very low, and Clumsy Chocobo's looking for it. They are looking at StarCraft first. Lots of damage going down, but there goes Gerd. Get away. Unless Chaboy can get in there, Gerd goes down to Echo's Ignite. Looks like that might be our only casualty. Oh, great ult from the Echo. Can he escape with his life? If the rest of the team comes in and makes it another 20-minute long fight,
great equalizer coming in from Fire.
Fantastic from Chaboy.
Also, a great equalizer coming in from Rumble. Great equalizer.
This game is the fight that never ends. Now,
Yes,
can we real quick
I
talk
love
about
the
Gerd7 having 22 out of 26 kill participation right now?
He's pretty nutty.
Dude's a monster. 11 and 11.
You love how we talked about early game that this was going to be another one of the slow games because of the team comps. Well, we were wrong.
Well, team comp wise, one would think.
One would think.
But, you know,
Y'all are crazy.
PMA LCS always finds ways to surprise me.
Y'all are crazy, guys. Y'all are crazy.
They just play, everyone playing these fights very slowly, you know, we keep getting to a point where it looks like the fight disengages, and then someone re-engages, and then they re-engage, and then re-engage.
And then we walk back going 3 for 3.
BP posturing around Baron right now, the only available objective on the map, but I don't see SSM just letting it go down. Now, despite the kill advantage, SSM does still have a gold advantage.
No, they don't. Oh, no, they do. You're right. You're actually there. You're right. I'm blind. Wow.
Gerd has been involved in more kills than all of the kills SSM has, and it's going to keep going that direction as Kaliki goes down and he does get the assist. And now StarCraft looking pretty low, caught by quite a bit of CC. He goes down, Slago looks next, Clumsy Chocobo flashes over the wall to finish off New Capitur. Is this the ace from Bachelor Party? Can they do it? Yes, they can. Everyone flashing their emotes, which totally isn't just built into the client, it's bad manners.
Oh my god. Oh man. That's good. That's funny.
Thanks. That was a really, really good fight. Not only for BP, but just in general.
Yeah.
Push mid,
For
push
me.
mid, push mid, push mid, push mid, push mid,
For
don't
me
back.
not having
Push
to
mid, push
cast
mid,
it.
push mid, push mid, push mid, push mid, push mid.
I think Hoagie wants him to push mid.
Yeah. This is like, that game I was casting with Bung where nobody would take a Baron, and so the whole cast was just Bung getting angry about Baron.
Oh,
Okay,
That
hold.
was a good game.
Okay, now back. Now you can back. Now go back. Now go back.
Many different people have called that series the worst league in the history of PMA LCS. Mostly people who played in those games. The post-game interview was just MVPs being like, I wish I hadn't played those games.
The coach was like, get me out. Get me out.
I had a blast. But, you know, I was just color commentating, so it was fun for me.
I was also slightly screaming on the inside because I was streaming.
A brief moment of respite from the endless fight that has been this game.
Hey, don't jinx it. Shh.
More fights, more fights, more fights.
Shut up, Hoagie. Oh man.
It's my entertainment for the day. Thanks.
Your entertainment is being drunk and just like
Watching everybody
Praying.
play forever.
Praying for more Fiesta.
I want more equalizers, thank you. I want more equalizers from Bear Jr.
How many souls is Senna at right now? I can't get the client to show me.
I can find out for you. 99 souls.
99?
She got 99 souls,
Oh
but she ain't one.
God. So at 80
100
souls,
souls. 100 souls.
100 souls
at
now.
80 souls, Senna outranges turrets.
Her range is 125. Her AD is 100, and her crit is 75% from the souls alone.
Yep. Yeah, so she outranges turrets now.
Wait, let's see. She has 465 AD. Oh my gosh.
She
Stay on
thick.
her.
Oh my god.
Dude, she thick, bro.
Yeah,
She's
bold.
thick.
Honestly, bold response to that for New Kappa Turk to build another null magic on top of his Merc Dreads. I mean, I know a lot of them are strong right now, but that Senna is the carry.
Yeah, she's doing it. I mean, we're talking a lot about the Senna, but let's talk about who's really making these fights happen. And it's Chaboy didn't have a great start to the game, but the engages that he's had in this latter half that we've had so far have been really, really, really solid. The ultis, the picks, and they're picks that I wouldn't even dream about going, but you know, they're just fight, and he's making them all happen.
Absolutely, and looks
Where's
like
the boy's
Choco
wife
is
in
going to
chat?
go down in the longest fight of my life, unless can the man do it. Meanwhile, the rest of the team does respond to that. They know 3 people are top, so they're going to start to try and take an engage and push down this turret, and they finish it off before the rest of SSM.
It looks like they were caught behind the wall unless Bear Jr.
no.
has flash.
Theatrix can just W across the wall, so he's okay. But Set responds to it with the ult, tries to push him down. Theatrix does go gold to get out of it. Even Chaboy to tank all of the damage. He doesn't have that much tanking. He instantly goes down. 2 StarCraft finishes off Chaboy immediately after Vitalis takes a kill on the Rumble. The 3rd kill with Theatrix going down to New Kappa Turk.
Yeah, I'm not
a significant momentum.
Yeah, I'm not really quite sure what Bear was doing in that fight. He was over the wall. He was kind of caught out, and then he went out, and it looked like he just thought, okay, the fight's lost. I just need to get out. But then he went back in to try to save his teammates, and then it turned from a 2-on-4 to a 3-on-4, where your team has significantly less health. I don't know. I don't really like that fight. And they had a lot of good momentum going. You know, they were pushed up pretty much to the tier 2 of the top lane, and then they were pushed up mid lane. So, you know.
Yeah, and now because of Death Timers, there's a chance that they might take an inhibitor off of that fight, unless Chocobo.
Dude, Slago blocking the ulti
blocked
again.
by Slaga. Really nice play there.
Dude. That was nutty.
That was very nice. You know, and like you were saying before that fight, Chaboy and Clumsy Chocobo have really been the unsung heroes of these fights. You know, they're not the ones with shutdown gold, and they're not the ones with the big beefy KDAs, but they have been doing a beautiful job.
Yeah.
Although, let's be fair, 2, 9, and 25 is a beefy KDA.
Oh yeah, that's
Where's
beefy.
your boy's wife in chat? Show your support by tell the chat how awesome
Violet Sociosat said it's SSM's turn to throw now.
Violet Sociocat also said they're playing Hot Potato, and I cannot agree more. It's a beautiful game of Hot Potato.
That KP is still ridiculous. 28 out of 32 kills.
That's a lot. Leona's got 27. I mean, that's crazy. Dude, yeah, Gerg is absolutely he's stomping this game. The bot lane for BP is just absolutely going crazy. And we say that, but I mean, it's still completely totally even. Like, neither team can really find a footing. Once one finds the footing, the other one takes it right back.
Yeah. Orn's been doing a great job sharing the love, too. I mean, 2 upgraded items on him, 2 on Theatrix, 1 on Gerg, and 1 on Chaboy.
Yeah.
So that raises the important question. Are he and Bear Jr. fighting? Is there trouble in paradise?
What are you talking about?
Bear Jr. is the only one who didn't get an item.
Oh. Dude, I played a game yesterday as Ari, and my Ornn would not upgrade my Loon's Echo, and I was really upset. I kept asking. He literally said no. And I was like, what the fuck? Why not? I'm carrying the game.
Yeah, we played a bunch of duo queue games where Jimmy was playing Ornn and I was playing Nunu, and Nunu doesn't build anything that can be upgraded, so I never got anything.
Oh, here goes an engage.
Oh, Chocobo out of position, but the risky engage, even with him that far out of position, he's
Slaga once again blocks the ult.
Arctics are paying for it. Slaga gets taken down, followed immediately by Kaligi going down. A great ult from Nukaviturk, but not going to be enough as he does go down. Vitautas goes down, and Nukaviturk is the last one left, but it's just not enough. The ace, clean and quick from DP, and they're going to run it down.
That's going to be inhib at least.
At least, probably some inside turrets as well.
Yeah, Ornn is too tanky. His passive gives him 20%. I don't remember how many percent more armor and magic resist from items, but it gives him a good amount of
10%.
10%. So it's a lot of armor and magic.
I mean, it looks like they're gonna even try to end this. They still got 20 seconds. That's probably gonna be.
It's only Slaga up in 5, followed by Kaligi. I don't think they're gonna have time to finish. I don't think they're gonna have time to respond. And yep, the GGs go down. Game 2 goes to BP.
Bachelor Party won their first game. Hooray! They did
Yay!
it. They did it. I
More-
believed in them. MVP.
We all won because the game kind of finally ended. We all won
that
that
was
one.
a very fun game.
Clown Fiesta all around, and I love Clown Fiestas.
Oh, they're so much fun.
Yay, you won a game. Congratulations, Gerg7. You won a game.
Question now is, of course, who's MVP?
I'm giving mine to Tiaboy. I'm giving mine to Tiaboy.
I don't know. I'm torn.
But Gerg7 does deserve an honorable mention for sure.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do stats. Gerg had the highest KP, so he wins.
by
by one.
A lot.
He won it by 1.
Oh yeah, because Choboy was there for pretty much
No, 2.
every
He won
fight.
by 2. Yeah.
Yeah. 31 to 33. That's
31.
wild. 33 out of 37.
37.
So
What
the first time we pointed out Gerg's KP, it was 22 out of 26, which means for the last 15 kills of the game, he was involved in every one of them.
Every single one of them.
Every single freaking kill.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
That's
Let's see, who is
ridiculous. ADCs can't win MVP, but that deserves it.
Dude, ADC is a useless role, remember?
Yeah, useless. Unplayable.
Unplayable.
Dude, Senna literally unplayable.
All right, so the game 1 MVP was Nukaviturk, and the game 2 MVP was
Nukaviturk.
Nukaviturk.
Well, we haven't put the MVP poll up yet.
Oh wait, shit, you're right. Anybody make it?
I agree it was Gerg, but it's not yours to decide. The key is to go to a champ with a global ult. Shit, you're right.
Dude, actually, I thought about that mid-game too. I was like, well, I mean, she can literally... It's like Gangplank. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
You can ensure your
straw poll is going to be up in 3, 2, 1. Go vote, kiddies. Go vote. Yeah, you guys got it. Vote. Go vote.
Bear Jr. got some love. Is getting some love, I should say.
That's not shocking. I mean, Bear was like real willing to be aggressive in a lot of fights that no one else seemed ready to push for.
Mm-hmm.
His response was to just go for it, and then they won the fight. So, you know.
Gerg had 43,000 damage. The next closest was the Rumble with 24.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The ADCs can't win MVP.
Crazy. Cray. It's so cray.
I mean, Gerg's already ahead by 3 votes.
All right, I'm gonna modify and a vote.
Okay,
What is
I'm just gonna call it. Gerg7 wins game 2 MVP. I'm
Alright.
tired. We've been casting.
Get in
for
here,
about
Grug.
4
We've been here for
hours.
4 hours.
Let's go to player of the game 1 channel so that everybody could be there and be that
Hot
mod
Big One.
intervention.
Pog.
The Gerg7
Hello, friends.
of
And
Gerg7 fame.
who was the game 1 MVP again? I forgot. I already forgot.
It was
Was it New Capiturk?
yeah.
I think it was Kaligi. You can make a strong argument for Kaligi.
I think the votes had New Capiturk.
Nukapater. Wish I could mod abuse him in here, but
Gerg, why was that game so nutty?
I don't actually see Nukapaturk online. He might have jumped off. Yeah, I don't see him online.
Okay.
Oh well. Let's just talk to Gerg. So Gerg, how does one maintain 100% kill participation for the last 15 kills of a game?
See, the nice part though is that like I just do nothing, but I just stay really far away and just heal people, and then everyone's like, "Whoa, look at him go!" And then I ult across the map, and then yeah,
And then I get kill participation.
yeah, exactly. And sometimes
Uh.
they'd get kills, and I would just like heal them from really far away, and that's the only thing I do. But it was all me, so I'd get the assist and the kill.
Incredible. We couldn't get New Capiturk in here, so we have the captain here instead.
Oh, okay.
Works for me.
All right. I want to talk to both of you guys about that game. That was probably one of the nuttier games I've seen in a long time. The fights were so incredibly long. We were commenting. Every single fight, it seemed, was just like, oh, here's an engage. Oh, they're disengaging. Oh, no, they're not. And just talk about the individual fights in that game. Let's Titus, you go first. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. From my point of view, I think sometimes we like to confuse incredible games with clown fiestas. Or
Oh no, we called it a clown fiesta too.
well, at least from my
But it was
standpoint,
fun.
clown fiestas. Although I guess because I usually cast too, it makes sense. Clown fiestas are usually the most incredible games to spectate and or cast, so it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the fights got really hectic because a lot of honestly, that was a really sloppy game. There were a lot of individual mistakes on both sides, and honestly, it was kind of everyone's turn to kind of just straight up run it down once or twice that game. Honestly, except for Greg, I guess, but and then apparently we just had no idea how to play around the long range engage because we'd have to go around and answer the waves. So that would happen. And then there'd be pings being thrown down on the mini map, and then someone would decide to engage, and then you just get rumble lifted from a bush halfway across the map after it was pinged out. And it, I guess stuff happens, but honestly, it's kind of really hectic. And I just feel like everyone was kind of struggling to really try and I don't know, just put the game on their back or something. Like there's just a lot of crazy things, and you kind of had to big brain it too because a lot of interactions weren't just free ones. Like I can't just run straight into their backline and kill them after Greg got his Edge of Night, which was really inconvenient, and then can't really just front the back anymore. It's like you had to find very creative ways to actually try and win the fights instead of just brain offing.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, New Cap is here. All right. So New Cap, go. You had a really impressive game one. I believe you. Also, I called you Nuka the entire last series, by the way. I had no idea.
Nuka jerk.
But
That's your new name
That's
now.
not New Capiturk. Look at his Discord name.
Nah,
bro, okay. Chill out.
it's
Chill
okay.
out.
It's
Dude,
okay.
Nuka's cooler anyways.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a pet name. It's an adorable pet name. Okay.
Yeah, man. When you're talking really
Adorable.
fast, you gotta have short names. But the first match you were playing Elise, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, go through that game because we thought the early game went really, really well for you guys. Started off kind of slow for both teams, completely different than game two. But talk to us about game one and how this and the early I guess the early jungle pathing or any good. Just talk to us about the first game.
Well, I knew that if I left Evelyn open, the actors would go for it. So I kind of prepare to pick all week long, and then watched a VOD of theatrics. And I also have been on theatrics team before while he jungled, and so I just I feel like I have a better understanding. We also had some deep wards early game to kind of even push that even more. And then we spent the rest of the early game focusing on theatrics. Like we didn't really care that much about ganking or or doing much of anything else. It was just kind of like, where's theatrics at and how are we going to punish him?
Yeah.
And that's what we proceeded to do for the rest of the game.
Fair. Yeah.
All right. You got anything, Keeg?
No. I had fun. I had a great time. I had a great time.
Oh
I thought
man.
those games were super fun.
Yeah.
I think you could see too. You could see New Turk like doing the same thing game 2, and theatrics just responding to it better. You did such a good job shutting him down in the jungle game 2. So he was like, "All right, I'll just get out of the jungle and go get some kills top lane."
Yeah. Gerg, and from game 1 to game 2, game 1 we really feel like nothing really happened for the first little bit, and then and the game just kind of like New Kappa just said, the game they didn't really focus on ganking, and so the game just kind of like slowly got pressured out of you guys' hands. So talk to us about game 1 to game 2. We really feel like we were talking about you guys seemed to play more aggressive in the second game, really more willing to take risks in the second game. So talk about game 1 to game 2, the differences in mentality, I guess.
Well, I think game 2 was just like an easier pick ban. Like Chris was saying, they had to kind of run straight at us, and that's a good comp for Senna to play into.
Exactly.
And I could kind of sustain. And then game 2, Nick didn't come bottom lane and run it down early for a random ass roam, so that kind of helped a little bit.
We were laughing about that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we talked about it after game 1. We kind of just all played badly game 1. Like, it was just across the board. The team kind of being off sync. And then game 2, we tried to go with like just an easier comp overall, something that we could just execute upon with like Leona and Rumble, and just something that was simpler, and it definitely seemed to work out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Fair,
All
fair.
right. Also, that outplay against Echo was under tower was nutty.
Oh,
We
you
were.
don't know how badly I wanted to trash talk Chris, but I was like, nah, I won't do it. 'Cause
You
hit him with a little bit of. You hit him with a control 2 or control 3.
Do it live.
I laughed a little bit.
I know you want to. Just do it, bro.
Because I know if I BM Chris there, then his ass is just camping me the rest of the game, no matter what. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah. I just be there like, all right, this man can suck my dick. I'm gonna run it down on this man.
It did feel like that. That was so funny.
Oh man.
Well, because we were just standing there, we were like, "Oh, this is such a good play. He's gonna dive him and then ult out, and probably be able to secure the can." He's dead.
And
My ult literally, I tried to big brain it. My ult came up literally a quarter of a second after I just straight up died. The sad part
bad.
was I could have
Feels
traded
bad.
1-for-1, but Senna heals broke in, so like
True.
Instead of being able to heal herself is nutty.
She's a pretty dumb champ.
Yeah.
Senna's kind of nuts.
She is.
Honestly.
She's so busted.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, from my point of view, what really swung like the biggest like draft adaptation was the mid jungle duo didn't get hella counter picks. Like
Yeah.
mid jungle duo got double counter picked game 1, and that like there was literally like there was straight up no playing the game for Bachelor Party at that point, because I'm just like, all right, I'm Diana, I'll just stand there. Bear doesn't get to play, and then me and Tyler were actually like the mid jungle communication was insane that game, and so it's like, well, all right, guess Adam doesn't have a jungle. Well, guess Bear doesn't have a lane. Well, guess there's no towers anymore, and then from there we actually got to like kind of play a stifling clean gameplay, which is actually my favorite play. It's actually my favorite style of game to play, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This is female CS, so most of the time our games are clown fiestas, and we all have terrible schedules and we don't practice. So at some point, you just revel in it, and it's more fun than the alternative.
Yeah.
Until you lose, then you just want to shoot yourself in the dick. But like, whatever.
Violet Sociocat with the flame for Gurk 7. So much BM from Gurk tonight. The bodies of dead boys flames his own teammates.
I wonder what I'm surprised you didn't dance on my body under tower. Like straight up, I would have danced on him if someone died in my
Oh man.
Yeah.
Vitalis is mad that you didn't flame him harder.
Yeah, come on, dude. I know you want to.
Oh man.
The funny part, it was just like all luck. I just like pushed Q and ran. I didn't even auto attack. I was like, okay.
Oh, all right. Well, you got anything else?
Good games,
No,
everybody.
GG's.
Good games.
GG's. Good
Thanks.
4 games, Hoagie.
Thanks for watching the stream, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for sticking through, and goodbye.